Yeah, she is hilarious. I mean, she never stopped being funny, that's for sure. The weird thing with her is that, like, she doesn't really play stuff that I like. Like, she never really did. My taste in games is not anything like her taste in games, with a few exceptions. Like, obviously she's been playing Crash, and that's definitely right up my alley. But in general, I don't really care for the stuff she plays, but I just watch because it's so much fun. Yeah, like, I found some new people recently that I was like, oh man, this is fun, I would love to watch this more, but it's like, oh god, it's so much content. Like, I started watching this one woman who does piano in the morning. Actually, she's kind of on when nobody else that I watch really is, so it works. But she just does, you know, viewer requests and shit, and she plays all kinds of game music and movie music, and she's really fun. So I've been watching her quite a bit in the morning. It's just nice background music for the morning where I'm like just trying to wake up and trying to get into work and stuff. It's actually pretty good. And then I found this guy who speedruns the Final Fantasy series, and he's right now working on speedruns of Final Fantasy XI, which is the first MMO, and I love Final Fantasy XI, so I'm kind of interested in the speedrun myself. It's, you know, it's probably not anything I'm going to do anytime soon, but I would be interested in doing it. It's like a, you know, world record is like 7 hours, but someone who's new to it is probably going to take like 15 to 20. It's a long speedrun. It would have to be like a multi-session speedrun, but he's been doing that, and I've been watching that. I'm like, this guy's a lot of fun. I haven't chatted him there at all, though, because it's like, you know, there's always other people on and other shit going on. But he's a cool guy. He's really funny, and I'm definitely interested in what he's doing. But, you know, it's just a matter of time. She can make folding laundry funny. I know, she really could. Streamer's name that plays piano, Lady Desiree. Like, all just one word, 2 E's, Lady Desiree, and she always says that because she's like, I'll get people that come in here and think my name is Lady Desire. She's like, nope, that's a totally different thing. That's not me. And she's like, you know, she's super PG, so that's a funny joke coming from her. But yeah, she's really nice, and she just does all these. She does mostly like nerd culture music, so like video games, like epic movies and whatever. I mean, she'll do pretty much anything, but that's like her primary focus. She's nice. She did an entire Final Fantasy stream, just nothing but Final Fantasy music, a couple weekends ago, and that was a lot of fun. On like Friday 2 weeks ago, she did it. Yeah, she's cool. I like her. Also, I've been watching a lot of Final Fantasy XI. Yeah, she's nice. I've chatted once or twice. I don't know if she remembers my name at this point. I'll probably have to chat a little bit more, but she's very nice. And she's good. She does live learns sometimes. She mostly does requests. She doesn't do a lot of live learns. I think if someone donates, she'll do a live learn. But yeah, she's pretty cool. What else have I been? Oh, I've been watching a lot of Final Fantasy XI from that dude the speedrun, and I started watching Lynxaria, who Lynxaria is from the Chillest, you know, years ago, and I never really watched her. I knew who she was, but I never really watched her stream all that much. But I'd followed her from years ago. And then Sarah rated her like last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. And I was like, oh shit, she's playing Final Fantasy XI, nice. So like, I've started to go in there a little bit and watch her in the background as I'm playing stuff. I'm like, oh, this is kind of fun. So I've been watching that a little bit more. I was like, oh, I kind of wish I could go and, you know, play on that server, but I just, again, so many things to do and so little time. But it's funny that it's someone who was on the Chillest, and I never really watched her back then, but now I'm like, I kind of want to watch. I never watched it at the time, but now I kind of do. I don't know why I went over that spot. That was dumb. I do dumb things sometimes. It's okay. There we go. Nice. Well, I think I'm 5.5 seconds ahead because of the no death to that point. Oh, the Chose podcast? Yeah, I remember that. They used to have like a few of them on all the time. I mean, I just had so many people from that team that I followed. That was how I found pretty much everybody I know on Twitch, with a few exceptions. I watched, it was Sophie, actually. It was, which is funny because I don't really watch her anymore. I mean, I'll occasionally stop in and see what she's up to, but I haven't like said hi to her in forever. But it was her, and when she joined the team, like I was a regular in her stream, and then I started watching all these other people. Like I started watching Sarah and FCEUX and Tashnar and all this stuff. But I still follow them all. There's a few of them that I will occasionally stop in. I'm dead. There's nothing I can do about that. Well, actually, no, I haven't died yet. Let's just keep going. There's actually still a few of them that I'll watch occasionally, but the only one who I really spend time actually talking to is Sarah. But it's just funny because Lynx wasn't one of the ones that I ever really watched. You know, she was funny, but I just never, I never got into her stream at the time. And now I'm watching her play 11. I'm like, oh, this is kind of fun, actually. I do miss that team, man. That team was awesome. I mean, that was like everything. That was everything I watched on Twitch at the time, pretty much. I didn't have any real speedrunners I watched or anything like that. I mean, I didn't. At first, I didn't really have any of my own personal friends that I watched. That obviously changed. But for that first run that I was on Twitch, it was pretty much that team that I was watching entirely. You know, it's funny how, like, what you find is all dependent upon, like, your entry point and, like, what you're into and stuff like that. You know, there's a million different channels on Twitch, and you could find anyone first or anything depending on how you found it. And I just, like, my entry point, it wasn't quite my entry point, but that's kind of like what made everything blow up for me, was finding her and finding that team. Because when I first started using it, it was more of a supplement for YouTube. Like, YouTube became my entertainment. I would watch gaming videos on YouTube, and I had a bunch of creators I followed, and that was it. And then I was like, oh, some of these people stream live. Let me make a Twitch account and start following people, and then, you know, when I'm kind of out of canned videos, I can watch some live streams of some of these people that I like. And I started doing that, and at first I only followed a few people and was, oh my god, game, please. See, sometimes it just won't let you fire, it won't let you throw forward, it just will not. It just says, no, fuck you. It says, fuck off, you're not doing this. The Nook has some cool streamers. Yeah, how the hell did I even end up finding that? Because, like, oh, Jesus Christ, I forgot what level I was on. Because, like, I'd followed a bunch of primarily Final Fantasy XIV people, like Mr. Happy. And then I followed a couple other people. I followed, like, Ms. Tech, which is also kind of an interesting thing, because I didn't really watch her then. Like, I'll get into that in a minute, but I found, who else? Oh, it was Limit Break Radio. So Limit Break Radio is what led me to everyone. So Limit Break Radio is a small group of Final Fantasy players, and they were Final Fantasy XI, and they did a podcast called Limit Break Radio during Final Fantasy XI, and then they disappeared for a while. And I found out a few years into 14, I found out that they'd come back and started doing their podcast again. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. I used to love these guys. It was the same two primary guys, and they had a couple new people. So I followed them on Twitch, and I would watch them occasionally. And then they led me to Sophie. Because I would, you know, sometimes late at night, if I was in bed and didn't have anything to watch, I would just, like, flip on Twitch and just be like, oh, you know, who's on? What can I watch while I'm, like, falling asleep? And at that point, I only had a few people I followed, so I would just, if there was anyone being hosted, I would check them out. And, like, Sophie was on there one night. I'm like, oh, who's this girl? And then I just started watching it, and she was, you know, she's on, like, every night at the same time, so I just started watching it, and that became my like, primary stream for a while. And then that led me to everyone else on the team. Billy's stream you like? Oh, you're talking to me about him. I have to check him out. Yeah, that's kind of my origin story. That's how I found, like, everyone I know on Twitch. Oh my god, look at that! Look at that! Alright, don't fuck this up. I'm gonna stop telling my stories. I'm gonna go back to my story after I fuck this up. Let's just play. That counts as fucking it up, but luckily we didn't take a hit early, so fine. Don't hit me with the bullet, you asshole. I'm waiting for that run that I'm gonna die to that fucking snippet. Shit. I needed that third throw. Oh god. It's the same thing that got me last time. But this time it's like, wait a minute, he's gonna shoot really quickly. Let's not fuck this up. Alright, come on, let's get a run here. Alright, I gotta remember what I'm doing here. 7-2. Alright, I'm gonna ignore chat for a minute. That's not what I wanted to do, but that's not how I'm supposed to do that, but it worked. God. That is what I'm supposed to do. We are Sex Bomb! I've been waiting all freaking night to say that. Oh, nice. It despawned the flower. Oh, it's amazing. Alright, come on. Come on, let's go. Let's get this. Let's get this. Let's get this and be done. Fuck. Fuck. Yeah, there we go. I'll take third try change up. Fingers are getting sweaty now. Alright, come on. Just get this and we can move on to something else. Shit. No, 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 no. I don't really have to kill this Birdo, but I'm just bad at getting past this without doing it. I take a little bit of safe strats here just because I'm, you know, I'll fuck it up if I don't. I just need to finish at this point. Don't hit me, please. Nice. Alright, there you go. Wart fight. Just pay attention to the bubbles and we're good. Shit! Too early. God damn it. So he's on the same cycle as Birdo, so like... It's all based on frame rules and stuff. Two hits. Shit, I'm dead. Fuck! I don't know why I pressed the button. I couldn't get away from that. I couldn't get away from that no matter what I did. Well, I think, good time chances are over here. 2, 3, 4. I gotta stop letting him shoot that far. That's, dangerous. Yeah, I think I've fucked up my chances here. He should be dead by now. One, 2, 3, 4. Ideally, you want to get him in like a rhythm and just get it so that he's not really even shooting. Oh, we got him. All right, good. Good, good, good. All right, that's gonna be good enough. That's not great, but that's good enough. Took a minute off it. I'm happy with that. That's good. That's a good run. That's acceptable. Oh man, it's about time tonight. Holy shit. That's an acceptable run for me. It's not great, but that's an acceptable run for me. Thank you for the GG's, guys. me remembering that Birdo at the end of 7-1 was going to shoot quickly was key. Key. That was huge. Take the win. Thanks for the video, Slim. Much appreciated. Thank you for the 100 bits. Not a bad run. How many? Was that 1 death or 2? That's definitely my best run ever. So that's totally, I mean, by a minute, that was my best run ever. More than a minute, actually. So, again, I will totally take that. I still suck at 6-1, but that's fine.